All right, welcome back to the 80 Star Basketball Channel, the only star basketball channel bringing you a pop quiz today, a very fast quiz. I want you to take this. I want you to test yourself. I will be quick about it. So this will not take much time, but it can actually help you profit, or in other cases like myself, just save money buying better cards for less. So this is what I do and how I evaluate. A lot of people will buy you've obviously heard me say many times, and I preach, and that's what this will partially be: is buy the card, not the grade. But you can see the difference, though. A lot of people hear what I am going to tell you is sometimes I talk about like the sweet spot or things like that. You have to be in the know with this card. Other people who report on this card or talk about it, they don't know there's three different cuts of this card. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know that when people say condition sensitive, you're just thinking that, hey, that means the corners and everything are rounded, or it's an old card, so of course it's condition sensitive. This one, more so than any other card I know, that the 101 is the most unique card in sports card history, in my opinion. It's the only true rookie card of the GOAT, has a special story behind it, and it even has different cuts. But what I want to do today is I'm going to go through PSA grades, and I'm going to show one on each screen, and I want you to pick what you think the grade is. Narrow down to one. Do not do a range. Don't go, oh, I think this is a 5 to a 7 or a 5 to a 6. Pick the actual one on paper. And I bet every single one of you will fail this test. I know I would. And I'm going to go through, and I'm going to show you these cards and to what you think it is. This is going to be the last one I'll talk to, but number 6. But I want right now, so get out your notepad, pause the video, take out a pen and paper, take this quiz, and see how well you do. But I want to show also variance between inside grades, and I've been talking about this. I am out to buy the nicest conditioned card for as little as possible. And by the way, this goes across all star cards kind of in general, of course, cards in general, but really star because of the different history they have with BGS and then PSA grading. And now you have crossovers and you have variance between, 40 years of BGS grading, not really, but, 20 something years of BGS, almost, of BGS grading. So that's what you have, and you just have this very special spot. So how you can do it is look for what I call sweet spots. And sweet spots are where I find that people kind of ignore, they look more at the grade and they don't look at the actual card. The sweet spot that I found before when I first started buying was BGS 7.5s with extremely high subgrades. And I had people who had been star collectors forever saying, no, that's not, 7.5 suck. No, almost, I had 3 out of 4 of the 7.5s I bought turn into PSA 7s. So that should tell you, I found that people were being irrational. That is where you will make money or save money. Like I buy to collect. I don't buy a card going, how can I flip this or how can I trade it? I don't want it to lose value. But at the same time, I don't look at what I'm going to profit. What I want to get is the nicest card for as cheap as possible. And so many people focus on the numerical grade, and I don't know, why. It gives them a comfort that, well, you can actually do better by looking at the card and getting something that's perhaps in a lower grade, but a better card. PSA is inconsistent. BGS is very inconsistent, but PSA is inconsistent too. And let's go and look at some of these. And again, take your pencil and paper out and let's do this fast. So I'm going to do this very quickly. All right. So here is the first one I want to look at. It has some edge chipping. And it has right here, we have a little bit of corner. There's a touch on the corner here too. We come down. Centering is about normal. You got a little bit of diamond on this, for what you're looking at. And we have one corner, we have wear on one corner down here. And so this one just has a slight touch, but that's pretty good. But you have even an edge chip right here. So it looks like a hair bit of surface wear. Can't tell what's in the scan and what's not. And not all of these scans are going to go equal. By the way, I'm just assuming that the surface is fine on all these, because if there was a surface problem, the grades I would think would be different than from where they are. So what do you think this one is? And if you know it, then tell me what you should write down what you think the grade should be. If you already know this card, or this card is yours, or you've seen it, go with your, so give that your first grade. Then I'm going to come to this one right here. This one has, barely a touch, and the centering is obviously about the same as the other one. A little bit of diamond tilt to it, but the corners, there's no edge chipping to this one. There's a little tiny print dot right there, and that's pretty much what we're looking at. This obviously is an eye appealing. Oops, I just showed the top thing. Don't look it up. Just go for what you think that this should be. And now let's take a look at this card right here. Obviously, this is a full-sized card, and we have a top to bottom. The bigger on the top is kind of like a normal for what this card should be. The top should be a little bit bigger, but we got edge chipping. We got corners that have touches. We have a slight touch right there. And it looks to be a little fisheye right there, and corners down here. There's one, there's corner where obviously a little bit more of it's shipping, and a touch on this corner. So all four corners have touches, a little bit of edge chipping too around, but for a full size. But obviously kind of the same left and right centering we've looked at the last couple. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one, obviously another full sized. This one, though, a little bit higher, and this kind of gives it more of a 50-50 tilt here. Again, about the same centering right to left. We have a touch right here. We have a touch right here. But other than that, corners look pretty good. These are three solid corners, and, again, a hair bit of a diamond tilt, but pretty dang good on this one, as far as centering is concerned. So let's go and look at this one's even more zoomed in. So there's going to be more scrutiny on this card because it might look worse. However, look at those corners. Those are razor top corners. You have obviously a little tiny print dot right there, and tiny print dot right there. A hair bit of diamond cut, as you can see. And again, the centering, this one even maybe a hair bit better, pretty good on the left to right. Not bad. And it has a little bit of a touch right here, and has a touch right here. So go ahead and write your grade down for this one. And so again, kind of just looks like the only thing really is this touch right here. And again, a hair, but again, this is really zoomed in, so you're seeing the imperfections quite a bit. No fish eyes, and other than that, really nothing. So let's go to this one right here. There's a touch right there, corners, maybe just a touch white, maybe a touch, but other than that, this one's really nice, especially on the centering side. There's no diamond cut to this at all. It goes straight across, and left to right that's about some of the best centering I've seen. So top to bottom, left to right, this one is just a well-centered copy. So go ahead and write your grade for this one. So I'm going to go now, pause the video. You got your grades, go back and do it. So go and take a look, and I'm now going to basically go over the grades, and I'm just going to do them really quick because I want this video to be under 10 minutes. So you all take this quiz. But to show you the variance, ready? This is a PSA 7. 1 is a PSA 7. 2 is a PSA 7. 3 is a PSA 7. 4, this is a PSA 6.5. 5, this is a PSA 6.5. 6, this is the 9. So these are the grades, and one sweet spot I have found is that PSA 6.5s, and full disclosure, I own one, but, and you're thinking, oh, you're just selling it. No, I bought it because I found out that those cards seem to be much more eye appealing And these cards seem to have, they look like sevens, but you can get them a little bit cheaper. People will buy the grade, not the card. And in my PSA 6.5 case, I bought the card, not the grade, just like I did with the BGS 7.5. This isn't a, oh, how cool am I? This is a, when you do your homework, you can enjoy the card more. Go and get what you love, or what you want to get, but don't get buy the card on the grade. And also be very aware for newbies that there's a variance in between sevens. I think this seven is just absolutely immaculate. Look at this. It's not even too far off from obviously the centering, but it's not much different than the for this being a $40,000 card, or this one being a $40,000 card, and this one being a $1.3 million card. This is just um, an immaculate copy. And then you can come over here and you can start to see the difference in a seven, and know your seven. Sorry, back here, know and look at your sevens and know what you're buying. And this isn't to go against any cards. This is obviously what PSA decided, but make sure that make sure that you're a little educated on the variance between them. And I will see you at the next video.